Smooth
diving.
jazz.
I love this track.
It's pretty
Which
neat.
track is this? I demand to know, or I will start kidnapping people.
It's
Of this.
Dog Day. in Grisaia.
Oh my god, how did I not recognize
I was
Dog
like,
Days?
how do you not know this one?
Oh my god, I should have recognized that from like the first half a second it played. The moment the fucking instrumentalist was like drawing breath, I should have known this track.
Anyways,
I
So-
heard this in so many Let's Plays. It's like, oh fuck, this is good.
I know.
So,
Anyway,
Busk. After your exchange with Aswald, you now find yourself making your way to the Church of the Two Sisters. You see many people around carrying miscellaneous building supplies and other interesting goods. You can't help but feel that some sort of celebration is to be had soon, though none come to mind. Judging by the signs and other miscellaneous materials, this appears to be a very dwarven celebration, likely something from their homeland, judging by how little to more or less nothing that you seem to recognize of it. Overall, the atmosphere of the city feels surprisingly festive. You feel seriously out of the loop on some sort of big local happening. You make a note to perhaps ask about it at the church. Place your token, if you would.
I wonder
Oh,
what
yeah, I
this is
forgot to
about.
place it. I was like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
in Miracle.
Yeah.
What as we call it.
There.
Where the fuck is it? Oh my god, I
It's
just
past, essentially, you just, walk past the pharmacy, walk past the bathhouse, and you're like, oh, that's where the girls went.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yep.
Weaving your way through the surprisingly busy streets, you find your destination now in sight.
How do the churches look? Is it like are they like joined, like conjoined,
Yes.
Joined together?
They look to
They
have an
have a
annex.
something.
They look to have an annex between them. You can't see clearly from this angle, but from what you can tell, there are two buildings that have a joint section in order for them to traverse between.
Okay.
Overall, looking at it, you're surprised because they're pretty nice shape. They're very well maintained. It's easy to tell that sisters are well worshipped here. At least particularly Dorianu. Though, going off of what Oswald has told you, you're not surprised at all.
Yep.
Well, I suppose that was coming.
As you approach, though, the world around you very suddenly becomes a now familiar black and grey, as all movement of those in the streets have ceased.
What is
Hold on
this?
1 second.
Okay.
I love this track. I'm just sitting here while I'm getting things ready, and it's just like, this is so relaxing.
The only one track that can like trump. These are probably some tracks from Persona for me.
Yeah.
I can't have music because then it's like I just focus too much on the music itself.
I don't know, you seem to be doing fine so far.
Alright, here we go. Again.
Okay. Bop, bop.
Oh, and
However, it is time for the bopping to cease.
where are you? There.
You can't stop my bopping. No!
I just did.
No!
Unlike the previous times this has happened, there were very few others around. This time, however, an entire bustling world surrounds you. Or rather, it did, until time suddenly froze still.
Okay, that's a cool effect.
I totally broke that. That's why I was like, oh, wait. I'll be right a minute. And I totally fucked up the map. I was like, no.
Lady Cinefon. Bask looks at the Kataigida.
A cold chill goes down your spine as your senses immediately tell you that something isn't right, that something is wrong. The goddess would need to do such a thing unless time were of the essence. So before a word is even spoken, the silence of the world around you serves to only foreshadow ominous news. In the next moment, Cinefon speaks up. However, her tone doesn't feel quite right. The way in which Cinefon speaks is already formal, however she now sounds almost alarmingly serious, which does little dispel the foreboding sensation the world around you leaves. Storm Herald, I must speak with you on an important matter that has just been brought to my attention.
Bask kind of straightens his posture and clears a lump from his throat. What might that be, Lady Cinefon?
Different series of events have begun to move much more quickly than anticipated. We anticipated it to be a few days to a week or two by the mortal calendar before some of the other high beings began to organize and seek out champions. However, my good friend Cumulus, the Firmament, has just informed me that that is not the case, as the overwhelming majority of the higher beings have already begun to seek out champions to investigate and act accordingly. A number have even already named them. He suspects the fate of the compendium is what has spurred him into immediate action, though I suspect some may very well have gotten word of the veil about to be lit and were already anticipating this outcome. She goes quiet for a moment. However, that is not the main reason why he contacted me. He did so to warn me that 3 higher beings and their champions have just arrived outside Birkel and are presently making preparations to move against Anaklisi tonight.
Eyes blink a couple times. What?
He tells me his champion presently spies upon them undetected, and that those committed to this engagement are Azimuth, the newborn star, Arya, the veiled visage, and Horizontes, the howling gale. The Skybreaker sighs. Lastly, they unfortunately seems to have taken notice of my presence, as for a brief moment after I woke, I was unaware that I was not suppressing my will. That was all they needed to find me, and by extension, find you, Storm Herald. A short dispute ensued between the 3 higher beings and their champions as to what to do with this new information. Azimuth and Arya made their position clear that they have no interest in engaging me in open combat if it can be avoided. However, Horizontes carries a vendetta against my sister and I, so she sees this as too lucrative an opportunity to simply let slip by. She, along with her champion, now moves quickly to intercept us as we speak, and I sense their killing intent from here. They have every intention to slay you and cast me into oblivion.
I thought you said they were after Lady Anaklisi, Lady Cinefon. Why target you? All 3 of them.
Only Horizontes moves against me at this moment. As I mentioned.
What are the other 2 doing then?
Despite myself being of the same pantheon as the newborn star and the veiled visage, Arya's detest for my sister and her ruthless mythology appears to intend to look the other way to Horizonte's actions. Meanwhile, from Azimuth's point of view, when we stopped pursuing Anaklisi, we became complicit in what many of us thought to be the Dream Warden's devious designs.
What suggest you then? Obviously, we cannot let this pass.
Truth be
Come to pass even.
Truth be told, Storm Herald, I intended to speak with you in regards to champion my will this evening after your companions had decided upon which path to pursue. I am certain the Chronicler plans to do the same with the Nightmare Slayer. Originally, I intended to have my Win champion my will, but my sister had decided to overstep my authority in naming him as her own. With my subservience to her will, I had little choice in the matter, for it was her essence that had even allowed me to remain with any degree of power. However, I have since foregone that link with my leaving my Win, and my sister appointing me as your charge, Storm Herald. Suffice to say, I had not anticipated any higher being to be so bold as to strike at me directly during this time. However, it would appear that Horizonta's spite goes above and beyond my expectations. For not only does she appear more than willing to do so, it would seem that she even planned to do so from the beginning. A twist of fate I admittedly did not see coming. Yet, here we are, with her moving in to eliminate me. And by extension, eliminate you. So with these recent turn of events, I propose expediting your champion my will. Should we survive this engagement, I would tell you all you wish to know of myself, my past, and even a future that I have foreseen during my time as the most powerful being of this world. Should you choose to no longer champion my will thereafter, that is perfectly understandable, Storm Herald, as, admittedly, it is being rather unfairly thrust upon you in this moment. However, the two are but moments away, and I have no other to turn to. Might I please request your aid as my champion, if not for just this fleeting moment, Storm Herald?
Very well. However, Lady Skybreaker, I would regrettably not perish here. But I will expect you to hold on to that promise. Information is everything.
I do not
Do
speak
what must be
lightly.
done.
I do not say what I say lightly. I will honor my own words. Horizontus believes me to not name the champion yet, so she will make no effort for pleasantries upon their arrival. They will engage immediately. Thankfully, Cumulus' champion has informed him in great detail what to expect of this champion. Meanwhile, she knows not what to expect of you, beyond your title and station. She is Alia Iradil Riaquavia, a Genasi monk hailing from the Ramal Zaman Empire. Much like the domain that she heralds, she is as swift as she is violent. It is clear that Horizontus sought out a champion of raw martial power to engage me with, for I am known for my own bridal wrath, not for my tenacity. You feel radiating from Kataigiga a little bit of ironic pride. However, she will find that I have since learned from my arrogance during my time with mortals. For the unbridled power of lightning lies not merely in its capacity for destruction, but in its almost limitless application in mortal ingenuity. A projection of Xenophon appears in front of you, raising her hand. Before a compass and a strange orb materializes in front of you.
Bask fixates his gaze on what Xenophon's doing, or Xenophon's projection is doing.
She has brought into existence in front of you a compass and a strange orb.
And the orb...
Actually, roll perception.
Okay.
Oh. Dang it, my mic is on my freaking cupboard again.
Guyab.
Let's see. That's a grand 5.
+8. To 8. It's a 5
What do
plus
you
3. So 8. It's a little bit
You
better.
look at the orb, and it looks
Yeah.
familiar. You can't quite place it, but something about it bugs you.
Lady Cinephone, what might these be?
To your benefit. This is the best I can do at this moment, for I do not possess the recovery magics that my sister does. Let me know when you are prepared, as they will be attacking very shortly after we return to the flow of time.
And now you get the cheat that you totally didn't know about before. Yep, never seen it before.
Never
whatsoever.
ever. Not once. Yeah.
Yeah, but so essentially here.
Okay.
And
the correct
you
sheet this time.
take about, I don't know, like 20 minutes to pick some ASIs and some spells.
Alright. So. As you make your preparations, the private sanctum falls away, leaving you back in the flow of time. To make sure I'm still recording, yes I am. No more than maybe a few seconds after time resumes, a figure in a hood and bluish robes approaches you from the north.
Oh yeah, I forgot to copy this over.
Put in these first. Like roughly over there. Resuming when the token is placed. The figure lifts their hood, and you see a blue-skinned woman with short greenish hair. She fixes you with firm, pale grey eyes. Storm Herald sighted. She raises her fists and enters a combative stance. You see her fists have been fitted with what looks to be brass knuckles. So you're the one with the Skybreaker. This is the end of the line for you. And as you ready yourself for combat, you watch as she leaps into the air before vanishing from you. Roll initiative.
Well then, I have advantage on this, I think.
Yes, you do.
That's not fucking terrifying at all.
Oh, it just threatens to kill you, jumps and then disappears.
Yeah. So wait, do I roll it in the City of YUNE play, or
Yes.
is there like a special channel for this?
Yeah.
Play.
The play for record keeping.
21.
That's it.
Alright, interesting. Let me see. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, I'm going to
Mucho
this.
gusto, ovo.
Okay, so you rolled a
Not 18.
not 18.
21 total. Plus 3 mod.
Alright. Let me double check something. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to copy this to PC side.
Can boss crawl Arcana to try and figure out what the hell she just did?
Yeah,
She-
roll
she-
Arcana.
They. Arcana, nana. That is a meager plus 15.
Haha.
That's a 32.
As she does that, you immediately realize what that is. You're like, wait a minute. Really powerful monks can just make themselves go invisible at will. You're pretty sure that's exactly what that was.
Do I know then if that's combative? Or do I know if that's like combative or just to get close?
You know that it doesn't go away. As in they can fight you while invisible.
You know, I was thinking about picking up freaking through seeing. That would be really fucking handy right about now.
Well,
Roll
let's
the
see how it
100.
goes. As
No.
See if Bosk was smarter than you.
alright.
Alright.
Yes, by one.
By one.
so you can swap out your
Alright. I'll be swapping out my 6th level slot for that.
Alrighty.
I feel like that's just cheating, being like, oh, I would like to swap this one.
Hey, we roll for it.
And we did a coin flip.
What?
Plus, this would be a very
One-sided fight.
interesting fight if you can't see her.
Oh, I have means to make her look like an idiot too, so don't worry. At least I hope I do. Where the fuck is... Oh wait, is Trucing a 7th level? Trucing is 6th level, why am I not seeing it?
Sorry.
Ah, fuck it, I'll just...
You put it
Yeah,
there.
it's 6th level divination.
Yep.
Yeah, so you put it there.
Yeah.
Alright. Then,
As that happens, Bosk would immediately cast Trucing.
okay. I mean, it's not
As soon
your
as you
turn
poofed.
yet.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah.
sure.
Or, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, because in game terms there would be no time, so, okay. So, what happened?
You feel power surge through you as the might of the Skybreaker's essence empowers you. You feel yourself grow in size, similar to how you watched Wandering do so back in the demiplane. You ready your senses to combat the hidden foe. Le Big.
The big
Buff is
dragon.
big and buffs.
Buffsk.
Which might alarmed a lot of people around you. The giant dragonborn suddenly.
Yeah. And Bosk would yell, "Run away!"
It's Godzilla, run!
Well, suffice to say, people take the cue very quickly and get the heck out of Dutch, leaving you largely alone with your invisible buddy. Alright, so,
And so we begin.
turn 1.
Hey, anyone down for a fucking locked room mystery debate? Anyway,
You feel something impact with your sternum. Very, very hard.
that is gonna be Blade Ward.
A point of order, could you see it coming?
He's not surprised, so he can still react.
Fair enough. Okay. Then you blade
It's
ward
only
it.
if you're surprised you can't use reactions.
True. Okay. Well,
He knows pain's coming, he just can't see it coming.
fair enough. Okay, blade what it is. You feel something again strike you in the side, going through your shield, lessening the impact somewhat. Another round, and another.
Alright, you're noticing as where the strikes are hitting, an electric barrier shoots out at each impact point. You can immediately tell that that compass is doing its trick because that would have really hurt without it. Because it's slowing the blows down. 50, and then you take a total of after resistance and blade ward, 33 damage.
Ow.
That's quartered.
Uh-huh.
However, your lightning shield hits them 4 times. You get 4 charges and roll 44 plus 20.
I just rolled it in the music stuffs.
Good job.
Yeah, good enough.
Got that.
Hi on Moose 6. That's our channel. So what you roll?
Total 28.
Huh. Low roll. Okay. You hear something staring against flesh. And a slight winds of pain coming from your side. Well, and you sense a little bit of movement. And you may take an attack of opportunity if you should like.
I can do so with a spell, I believe.
Yep.
It's gonna be at disadvantage
When she
though.
just hit you, you knew exactly what direction she's in too.
Still with disadvantage because she's
Because the
unseen.
lightning barrier showed you.
A disadvantage because it's still, well, invisible.
Yep. Well, at least you're shooting in the right direction.
Uh-huh. Busk is going to burn a 4th level slot. Wait, why is this wrong?
What is wrong?
I had my at higher levels information at my freaking casting time.
No.
Just a moment.
Okay.
This is the proper one. Copy this. And only that creature. Fuck. So that doesn't work. You know what?
Yeah?
I can't see her, right?
You cannot see her at present though.
You know roughly where she is, you just can't see her.
You can choose to, okay, Smothering Cloud says you can choose to anchor this spell on a creature when you can cast it. And they must make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, the cloud moves with it. I know where they are, but I can't see them. How do you...
No, you can't anchor it on them unless
No.
you can actually see them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You'd have to
Gotcha.
do it. You have to just kind of roll D100 or something if that's the case, but not sure that would be the call to do.
Alright. Busk will not take his attack of opportunity in that case.
Okay. All right. Turn, Busk.
So, Busk kind of turns to look at the direction from where the compass sent jolts of pain toward. Hits Kataigi at the ground. And casts. Let's see. This fucking invisibility really fucked with like a lot of my stuff. Distance distortion. Centered on himself.
And that does what?
Essentially, 8 10-foot cubes. Everything within that area. Distance is distorted to be twice or half of what it actually is. And I will make that it is twice of what it is.
Alright, so you're making it difficult terrain, effectively.
No, they perceive it as such. It's not difficult terrain.
But for them, specifically, essentially, mechanically, it's similar.
For everyone, yes. Essentially, this is what it does.
So, you said...
So is this a spell then to do something?
To distort that everything is perceived that they are... No, everything is perceived that they are twice as close. Or half the distance away, rather.
What kind of actions do you think?
Action. True seeing is one action.
Yeah. Hope you're keeping track of charges, by the way.
Yep, I have it in my inventory tab.
Okay. Okay, so you cast that. So, that'll be... that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. And that's... I said 8,000 cubic feet. So...
8 10-foot cubes. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So the space around you,
Yes.
you're closer than it is.
Yes, half as close. Yep.
So that would probably be disadvantage trying to attack you, because you look closer than you are.
No, 10 feet. 10 feet, not 15, 10.
It's essentially an outline.
Yes, and everything around it. Yeah.
So like that.
Essentially these 4 O's are connected.
Gotcha. Alright, good to know, good to know.
Within those 4 O's, everything looks that they are twice as that the distance is essentially halved.
So yeah, is that your turn?
That would be disorienting as shit.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Good. Turn. Leah. Okay.
My life is not yours today. Champion of land.
Wait, you just sound like a...
Roll to see if she whips air.
Wait, me?
No, I was just saying, it's because it's like that would suck. Like really bad.
It doesn't say that it grants disadvantage, but it's up to you guys how you roll it.
Yeah, I was thinking when this with causes disadvantage. It's very weird to resolve.
See, where is she right now? I don't know where she is right now. I haven't been watching the map.
I would imagine she says towards the east. Yeah, east. At the time being. Okay. This general area with where the dash is.
I'm making the different color, the area.
So as you're getting prepared, you hear a very loud right next to you, followed by a thud on the ground.
Okay. Boss turns in that direction. Essentially that area.
Nari.
And immediately from there, you hear kickoff from the ground. Don't quite get out of the way of this one. And you take a strike to your side, and then 2 immediately more on your shoulder and chest. In rapid succession. Take 20 damage.
Okay, so I was 33 plus 22 now. 22, right?
Yep.
Okay.
She might have whiffed the first one.
Whee! So which way? Like, which way was that?
Any words like that? I'm not. I'm looking at everything else.
Nari.
Like- Yeah.
I'd say from around yourselves.
31.
Where you heard the thud.
All right.
But that's what you mean.
In that case, did that conclude her turn?
Yeah, I believe so.
Nope.
Turn, Baski. Baski.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, roll 3 attacks, or 3d4 plus 15.
Oh, right, for the compass.
That brings it 7 charges.
2 short of max. 25.
Alright. Another grunt pain from inside you.
So, Busk. First action. Thunderstep. From the start from Katagida. And they must make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. This is bad. Yeah. Alrighty. That's... What's your save DC?
My save DC is... That's my spell save DC, right?
It would have been
Yes.
proficiency, yeah?
Or spell attack Constitution save DC, right? Or intelligence.
It would be intelligence for you, yeah?
In that case, 23.
Alrighty. So, you cast your spell. And please narrate how you do it.
Boss. Essentially just flicks Katai-Gida to the westward, and a burst of lightning just appears in the space where Bosk was, but in just a nanosecond ago,
Okay.
reading the area in lightning.
Okay. You do so, and you hear the crackling of lightning where you left. You don't hear anything else.
Okay. Actually, no, actually, they still take half from the lightning damage. Okay.
Interesting.
That is 13 on a fail and half as much on a successful save.
That's a con save. Okay. Alrighty. So,
Monks are such a pain in the ass. Actually, I can reroll that. I can reroll that one.
you can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. I just remembered that.
Oh, keep in mind, every attack she's making against you is at advantage because she's unseen.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's much better.
So that's
That's 7 more damage. That's a total of 20. That's on a failed save. 10 on successful one. Yep. She's unseen. That's why boss. Actually, my movement is also increased by 10 feet. Fucking hell.
Yep.
That is why True Seeing coming up.
alright. Cool.
But he's like, enough with this hide and seek. And a purplish blue glint appears in his eyes.
Alright.
Casting True Seeing at 6th level.
Alright. What's the distance on that?
For a range of 120 feet, I can see. I have true sight, notice secret doors hidden by magic, and can see into the ethereal plane.
Yes, 120 feet of fuck your invisibility. Yeah, you see
Of true sight.
you see her in the middle of that. No problem. Alright, is that your turn?
That is my turn. Yes.
Alright.
Also,
You watch her. Alright. What?
no, I'm just. Do I get any charges from that? I do get charges from that.
Yep.
One charge from Thunderstep, right?
That is correct.
Yes.
That is 8 out of 20.
Vibes. You see her close the distance in almost an instant. She is fast.
Wow.
Alright, and as she does, you watch as she rears her fists back and screams, and as she does, you can see the wind pressure from her fist just blast out towards you. And you need to make a strength saving throw.
Ow. I'm gonna use a point of inspiration on this for advantage. Yeah, this isn't gonna end well.
Well, it's a good thing you got a bunch of potions.
Uh-huh.
Might wanna use it. You're probably gonna need them.
22
Alright.
total.
Alright, with a 22. As the onslaught of air pressure beats against you, you manage to steel yourself, holding your ground. However, you do take...
Blade Ward.
Okay, that's not a weapon attack, unfortunately.
Oh, right, because... Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I forgot that they're only for freaking things. Weapon attacks.
You take before reductions. You take 16 points of thunder damage and 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow. Wait, before reduction.
Before.
So that's halved. 16 and 14, right?
Yeah.
So that is halved. So 15. Oh.
So you're glaring at you, and actually, then I have another thing. Could you please roll deception for me?
That's a fucking new one.
Roll what?
I'm gonna see if she recognizes if you can see her or not.
That's a 12.
Well, it's based off if we were to make an Arcana roll, she'd be able to figure that out.
Yeah.
And then it'd be based off of that.
Yeah, because there are like arcanes, like there are signs of arcane magic in Busk's facial features.
Yeah, you just cast something.
Alright, we'll roll a Arcana check for her.
Oh, she doesn't know what that is, then she might not realize it.
Yeah, True Seeing
okay.
is a 6th level spell, by the way.
Let's see.
So that'd be a
Yeah.
DC 16.
You watch her as she glares at you, and then proceeds to, and then fixes you with a bit of a curious look. And then, let's see. Just gonna spend another point here. As she, with incredible speed, leaps away.
How many attacks was that? Those were melee.
That was
attacks, right?
one.
One?
And that wasn't considered, at least I don't think it is. No, that one's not.
It's not a melee attack?
No, that's fucking Hadouken. Bless you.
Duke Blast. Oh!
And as she does that, on the way back,
You could make an attack of opportunity.
no, she used Step of the Wind.
Alright. Never mind. Can't do that.
As she leaps back, seeming to retreat. Let's say, yes, that is a yes. You see as she thrusts her hand forward, and suddenly she shoots right back into you. And delivers a kick to your face. Followed by a fist impacting with alongside the foot. And that is it.
Blade Ward is still in effect.
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah. I'm just being nagging because I'm stressed and scared. So we.
And that is 2 melee attacks. You roll 2d4 plus 10, and you get 2 more charges.
Max.
What's that third one from?
What do you mean?
Oh wait, you didn't roll the damage for that thing. Never mind.
Yeah, there's only 2.
Yeah, I'd rolled 2 things and she rolled something. I'm like, wait, what's that? I'm like, oh, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, for some reason it keeps doing that for me.
Okay. Hang on. Okay.
And you take a total of 21 damage.
After reductions.
Yep, after reductions.
She kind of just Superman flew at you when she did that, by the way.
Roll insight.
Fucking hell. Goddamn Superman bullshit.
Uh-huh.
That's a grand 12. The classic. All right.
Alrighty. 12 insight though. Did you get back down on that?
I did roll inside. Yeah.
You rolled an amazing 12.
Yeah. I got.
Which means something.
No.
Not quite high enough to gleam anything.
Okay.
It is now your turn.
Another 2 charges. Yeah, I'm thunderstepping the fuck out of here.
Well, yeah.
Hey, it's a free action, so why not?
Yep. Settle down, Windy.
Where'd you go?
Is this a game to you?
And as he said, she, right?
Yes.
Yeah. As she says that, and Bosk then moves right here. She makes 3d10. She must make a con save.
Okay.
Is this a game to you, huh? Says the one who comes
Yes.
to kill me.
Yes. She rolled yes. So, that's half damage, I believe.
That is half on a successful save, yeah.
Oh.
DC 23, yeah.
Nine. So that's
That's Sarah, yeah, we know.
oops. I believe that is okay. No, don't erase that.
And Bosk, you can hear this kind of gotcha roll, grovel from Bosk, or growl from Bosk,
Yeah.
as he puts his hand forward, and almost like and dark blue, almost black energy starts charging around him, and a clasped hand or paw points at at the opposing champion. Boss casts Zephyr of Death.
Zephyr of Death.
Zephyr of what?
Zephyr of
Zephyr
Death.
of-
I briefly took a
Zephyr-
look at it, but please remind me what it was.
A 100-foot cone. Each creature in the cone takes 48 necrotic damage and must make a wisdom saving throw, which she will make at disadvantage because inspiration, fuck you.
Okay.
Let's see. If the saving throw fails, they take. No, that's wrong. Whispers no. Well, if it fails, they are frightened for the duration, which is 1 minute. While if they're okay, just tell me if it succeeds or not first.
Well, from what you can tell, as she gazes over at what's happening, for a brief moment, you see as her eyes widen, but then they just narrow at you. Monks.
Yep, can be frightened.
That is not entirely true, but yeah, I had stuff. So, how much damage?
How much HP do you got left? 9.
They take none. Because they don't take half if they fail.
Okay.
No, and then you. I was trying to find your sheet. There you are.
Yeah, I have currently 59 HP, but as a bonus action, I'll just say something like draconic. And yeah, Bask grabs a potion of supreme healing and
Okay.
chucks that shit down.
Hey, she's got to run out of key eventually, but you got lots of potions.
It's like a Dark Souls boss fight.
You truly have succumbed to madness, you hear her calling. It's like... Oh well. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright, so she moves in.
Fucking Moz, fucking Lesbis probably looking at this like, why the hell is he drinking like potions of heat?
She rushes back into the fray over here.
Remember twice as far.
Yeah. I know.
Come on.
Yep.
You can X save.
X save?
Yep.
$22 again.
Alright.
I rolled the exact same natural number.
So you watch as she runs and runs, and then very suddenly just stops. Like, almost just crashing right into you, we managed to hop out of the way. You'd say secret depth perception might have been a little off there, coming at the end of the berry.
What manner of trickery? No matter. I will banish you, demon! And he makes another few schmuckaroos towards your person. Let's see. Shield. Okay.
So +5 to AC.
Alright. see, I have a bunch of fun things I can do here.
Are you sure you want to use shield against Monk? I'm just saying.
Yeah. I probably played what would be smarter, but fuck, I should have gone out of the freaking thing.
Actually, no, you don't need to. You don't need to spend the shield because
Well, I already like declared it, so
well, there's not an attack that is coming your way.
ah. Like she's like Michael Schumacher. I'll make her crash into a wall and make her into a vegetable, just like Michael.
Okay. As she moves forward again, her fists roll back and pushing through the air with intense might, and you feel the air pressure at you again. I need to make another strength save at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Inspiration 2.
She might have been a little embarrassed at that.
I will nullify that disadvantage.
Okay.
My own inspiration.
Alrighty. So with that, the pressure from the violent winds knock into you, sending you into the ground hard. Before reductions, you take 9 points of thunder damage and 23 points of bludgeoning.
9 plus 23, that's 32. So 16.
Yep.
Let's see, and because that was an action,
Did you reduce the key for that?
yep. Alrighty, as she moves in on. Oh, actually, I forgot to do that. Hold on. You're prone. You're 5 feet. There are rules for this.
No, you forgot the first one. Monks, they have all the attacks.
I didn't forget the first one. The first one was an action. No critical hits. Okay. I just forgot to roll with advantage here. Because you prone. And yeah, you I let my math whiz handle the damage of it there.
That is you take 14 bludgeoning damage.
As she proceeds.
And, oh yeah, roll the beautiful zappy zap.
Yeah.
Just one.
Two.
As she quickly after knocking you prone, just practically soars towards you and drives her fists into your chest twice.
in the
super
middle.
secret stuff going on right now.
Yeah, we're in the middle of recording Moldova. Solo
Yeah.
things.
You'll see on Thursday what it is.
Mm-hmm.
A couple ramifications of a few things.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I should leave then.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, you'll see on Thursday. It's yeah. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh, good luck.
It'll be very interesting. We'll put it that way.
Okay. Try my best here. Okay. And did you roll for damage on the thing? 2d4. How many iterations did he just roll?
Yeah, so that's 13. So
14. Because I get
yeah,
to
you-
reroll once that you lightning.
you know,
Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, so... Let me just quick. That ends her turn, presently. And then it's your turn.
how much iterations do you have? Is it 2 or 3?
I had 3.
Okay, I was making sure I updated it.
Now I have 0.
Yay.
What if I is the hit die on long again? D8.
Most
Actually,
Yeah,
hold
most
on 1
monks.
second.
months. Not this one.
Fucking D75.
Close.
Okay, actually, I screwed up, so please subtract around 6 damage from yourself.
Subtract or add? Subtract?
Subtract. Subtract.
Okay, so I took.
So add back 6 because
Okay, so
I mean,
how much?
yeah.
Wait, so I took 14
Mm-hmm.
minus 6, right?
Yeah,
I
Please
forgot
do
to
that.
do something.
please do that.
Okay.
Right. That is your turn. What you gonna do, Barsky?
Don't ever call me that ever again.
This is a Dark Souls boss fight now. It's endurance race.
Oh yeah. This is
It's like cast, chug, cast, chug.
fucking hell.
It's like you gotta run out of key eventually, bitch, but I got a bag full of potions.
So Bask rolls between her legs, or like under her basically, to her other side, and tracks a potion as bonus action.
Okay.
You're just like, thanks, asshole.
Alright.
Fucking hell. That's 47.
Hey, every bit counts when you're on the other side of a fucking bulldozer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the bulldozer which is about to run me the fuck over. Oh, that's minus 47. Not plus 47.
No,
Alrighty.
that'd be bad. It's like, you just drank poison.
I just
Ah,
drank. Yeah. Catherine, fuck!
how did I get in here?
Alrighty.
Let's. the woman can hear crackling behind her, or basically under her. Make a dex save,
Alright.
because this bitch has Ebon lightning coming her way.
Alright. Alright.
And I am using, and because it's evocation, over channel applies.
Okay.
Or sorry, empowered evocation applies, which means it's being cast at 8th level
Alright.
instead of 7th automatically.
Okay.
Or it's
Yeah,
treated-
did you include Xenophon?
What's Cinephone?
So you upcasted additional. For all
Oh
lightning
right,
shit.
so yeah, so it's essentially it's treated just as if it's cast at 9th level, even though it's being cast at 7th.
Alright.
And there is a very familiar, at least the Cinephone, a very familiar, intense charge of lightning as it coalesces, as overchannel applies as well. All damage dice to max.
Okay. So as that happens, you manifest the crackling will of yourself and the Skybreaker.
Disappear, demon!
Not so! She calls out as she proceeds to leap into the air, dodging the, I would imagine, the multiple strikes of lightning. Take
One.
like the strikes of lightning and stops in midair. About 10 feet above you.
Mm-hmm. She still takes half damage.
Evasion. Unfortunately.
What?
Evasion, unfortunately.
Fucking evasion. Ah. Never mind. So
Good try,
the
though.
the citizens get a beautiful fireworks show as a 150-foot long, dark blue crackling line just appears in the sky.
It just moves up into the air and explodes into sparkles and shattered dreams. Sorry. Does that end your turn?
Let's see. That's overchannel gone. Empowered evocation stack gone.
So you can use it again because evocation.
Empowered evocation, yeah. I already drank a fucking potion, so that's out of the equation.
Alrighty. So,
Yeah, that ends my action.
So with that, you watch as she flying just a bit above you, moves a little bit further up, and then begins to glow very brightly. Ah! She cries out for a second, and she radiates just an intense force of will. Nothing happens to you in this moment. As she
In
then
this moment, she says,
As she then proceeds to drop from about 50 feet, landing over here. Catching herself with a hand, with which standing right back up. Entering a E. Well, not really. She just stands there, looking over at you. That's her turn.
Bosk? Let's see. There's so many concentration spells. Bosk's form starts to shimmer as he walks in this way.
Alright.
And he becomes invisible. Greater invisibility.
Alright, alright.
Shifting focus to that.
Okay.
And as that happens, Bosk moves here
Okay.
during invisibility. And bonus action potion chug.
Oh, that's just dirty. You're invisible in that.
Excuse me, fucking miss throws a fucking 57th level monk at
I'm
me.
gonna roll some shit you can even.
I'm gonna go back to fucking Aswell, be like, hey Aswell, do you have another crate of stuff?
Oh, where's your sheet?
43. I have a fucking maxed out
Roll
Estus.
stealth.
Roll the stealthiest, please.
Maxed out Estus flask. Yeah, I get full HP, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, minus 24, I think. Yep. And reduce another stealth. Yeah, good luck. That's not gonna fucking work. Whoops.
What happened?
Another fucking nat 19. Are you kidding me? Though monks are wisdom based, so.
You watch as, upon disappearing, she turns towards where you were and starts looking around. Putting her fists up a little bit. Scanning the area. You cannot hide forever.
Did she not move?
It's not her turn yet. That will... But now it's gonna be...
Oh, right, because it was a stealth roll, right? Never mind, but yeah, my turn's over.
Alright. She's going to...
If you can't win, rely on trickery.
move over here. For the time being.
Clever.
And her turn. It's your turn.
Bosk is very focused on his breathing, as to like not let anything slip. She's smart. Stop using your brain, goddammit. Bask chucks another vial of liquid.
Which one?
With the jug.
This chug, I'm gonna have the worst fucking, like, diarrhea.
You can deal with that later.
Yeah. This one's gonna be a potion of flying. That I bought from Aswald like 3 sessions ago.
Alrighty.
I gain a flying speed equal to my walking speed for 1 hour and can hover.
Okay. Alrighty. So you do that.
And essentially, as swiftly as Bask can, he swifts,
He swifts as swiftly as
he
can
swifts. Moves here. While concentrated. How tall is the bathhouse? Or how high?
It'd probably be about a good 20 feet up.
Bask's gonna go here. Around the bathhouse. And turn. This requires some fucking sneaky maneuver.
Cue the Pink Panther theme.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm not fighting this fucking this goddamn bulldozer. Straight up.
Alright. That ends your turn?
Yes. That leaves, I believe, 7 turns of greater invisibility. Because it's a concentration of a minute. Yes, concentration 1 minute.
Wait, that'd be a disadvantage because you're flying.
I'm hovering like a good 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, roll stealth at advantage because flying.
Yeah, no dust kicking up this time. 19 total.
Alrighty.
And the potion, by the way, was invisible as well because greater invisibility allows that. I believe normally invisibility allows it as well.
Alright. That ends your turn?
Yes.
Okay, so you're on top of the bathhouse now, or?
No, I'm hovering about 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
So about halfway.
Okay, so she... Let's see. Moves over here.
Bask holding his breath.
Like, poker face intensifies.
Yeah. Don't see.
Oops, not minus +1. Go. But she starts looking around, looking straight at you at one point before veering off.
Roll insight.
That is, I believe, that's a wisdom, right?
No.
That's a 13 this time, 1 higher.
Well, it's pretty clear to tell that she can't see you, but she appears to hear you.
What? The fuck? Is this guy like a fucking animal? Is this girl an animal or something?
There's a monk and an air genasi.
Well, true. Wind.
Yeah, especially being an air genasi, she can hear you flying.
Well, yeah.
So she appears to know you're in that general direction, but she can't quite place it. So something tells you that she wasn't prepared to fight an invisible flying wizard. that what might not have been in her strategy guide.
And then watch as she... You then watch as she then starts glowing brightly again. Roll perception, by the way. Okay, with a 16, I'm gonna say, you're gonna notice that she's holding herself a little bit less firmly. And you're gonna see that a couple of injuries on her arm that weren't there before.
Huh.
That ends her turn.
Arcana.
I would say this is technically more religion or arcana, actually. Maybe.
Both are the same mod, so which one do you want me to roll?
I guess religion. Religion probably be more appropriate because monk.
27.
With a 27, you understand that from studies, monks have a way of regaining their spiritual energy at the expense of their physical body. To use themselves and a little bit of their life as fuel. She just used channel key.
Oh.
And you thinking about it, that's what you did previously too. I'm judging by what happened rather powerfully at that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Bask almost became fucking squished. What angle is the bathhouse ceiling?
You would slope downward.
What design is it? Is it like a upside down B, or like a hat thing? Like
It essentially would be just your typical like slanted roof on either sides.
Yeah, there we go. That's the word. Slanted roof. So Boss just kind of.
It's like a 50-50 slant.
Okay.
Like nothing fancy. Actually, take it back. This is actually really fancy. It's a simple design, but very fancy, like details.
Mask. Oh god.
Nice.
I screwed it up.
Shadow no Jitu.
Yep.
Oops.
Boss
Anyway.
just lands there, just barely hovering without touching the ceiling, and as silently as he can, chants.
Roll deception.
Yeah.
Roll what?
Roll deception.
Can that be stealth? Just asking.
I think it'd be deception for this because you're actually trying to say something.
Okay. Or stealth charisma, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, there you go.
it'll
Stealth
still-
charisma.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's like, oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a fucking +0 mod, so. No, stealth is dexterity originally.
Exception.
She turns around and looks right up to where you are.
There
You
you
think
are.
she might have heard you.
Ow, fuck. I nearly slipped on myself.
And through those
I imagine you're like
incantations-
trying to do that and just like cough.
It's like, alright.
There you are. Is that
Not
it?
for long. And as Bosk says that, what the fuck was the spell name again?
The one, the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Bosk would like to hold action.
Hold action. What's the trigger?
Smothering cloud right in front of him. In the
Get-
direction once she is within 10 feet or closer.
Okay. Alrighty.
If
Alrighty.
you are 20 feet up, that would make her.
Bear in mind that because you're now holding that action, you stop concentration on the spell you were doing previously.
Yes.
So
So
you.
Bosk returns from greater invisibility.
Alrighty. So as that happens, that's your turn, right?
Yes.
She just beelines right towards you. That's about, we'll say, over
It
here.
reaches you in like a fraction of a second. Like you blinked and she's just there.
Okay.
And once she's at EM 620, because that's 10 feet.
Given her,
Well-
she'll. I'm putting her there because she'll probably take the most direct route. So she's not 5 feet adjacent to you. She's about
So
10.
she's about 10 feet below you.
Yeah.
Like angled.
Okay. Smothering cloud.
Okay.
5 feet away, 5 feet down.
Okay. So what is that a save?
If it is attached, it is yes.
And that's a con save, I believe.
Let me check. Wait. You can anchor the spell, but Bosk is not going to.
Okay, so you're not going to. You're just gonna place it.
You're just gonna blast it in your face.
Okay.
Yes. So it's essentially like between these two X's, like between. So it's right in front of Bosk.
If that's the case,
Because she's below me, the casting spot is like
What are you trying to do this exactly?
it's heavily obscured area, and while she's within it, she can't breathe.
Using air density.
Can she breathe there?
she doesn't
I
need
don't think
to.
they need to breathe.
She doesn't need to.
Okay, it's still heavily obscured.
Let me double check though. Yeah, they don't need to breathe. Unending breath. You can hold your breath indefinitely while you're not incapacitated.
Though to be fair, I don't know if Moss would have known that. Maybe.
Genasi aren't exactly the
They aren't exactly, common around.
specialty, yeah, common or specialty of southern dragonborn wizards.
It's like, suck air Nazi. Actually, I'll pass. Wait, what?
Nani? No, but like, I think Boss just wants to cut her line of sight at this point.
Was in the wrong channel or whatever. What do you think, Bun?
What?
Something I rolled in the wrong channel, but whatever.
No, she's gonna go for it.
Okay, fair enough. So then she
She's probably very annoyed right now.
She blasts through the fog cloud. Takes a quick moment to reorient herself as she passes through, and then sets her eyes on you. And she's gonna.
You'll run out of key points eventually. This just became a fucking battle of attrition.
Like I said, it's Dark Souls boss fight.
Oh yeah. Let me guess, Motherfucker gets a fucking massage from Passion, and Yami is like getting information from Alex, and I'm here fucking
Oh, she's
battling
not
for my life.
was just gonna do.
Your lightning shield has done a surprising amount of damage to her.
Oh yeah. Like if I didn't have those items, I would not stand a fucking chance. Mostly because of my spell choices, but
Oh, okay, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so.
fun. No.
Alright. This should be a fun little thing.
I like when the lolly has fun.
So, so as you see, as she does this, she flicks her wrist, and in it, you can see very suddenly, a thin stream of what looks to be liquid.
Is this a spell?
It is not a spell.
Fuck.
As it launches forward towards you, I need you to make a dex save.
Quinn, oh Quinn, where are you? I believe that's a +3 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Natural 20!
Well then. So.
I could okay.
So.
Inspiration from that, right?
Yes, this is true. Put that in your base sheet if you would.
Base?
As well. I mean, just remember to make sure it carries over because, you know.
Yeah, yes, I will. Because
Okay.
right now I'm expending inspiration from this sheet, but like any additions...
Actually, you get them in both.
Yeah.
But like the expenditure does not
You
take away from
expend
my
from
base
this
sheet.
one, but you don't take from your base. But whatever you get from
Gotcha.
this, you keep.
Gotcha.
So, as the streaming water moves at you, it rapidly grows in size, and like a lash, whips at the space where you just were as you leap backwards. I will say, let's see,
And below in
okay.
the building, they just
Okay.
hear this.
alrighty, however,
Oh, let me try it. Hold on.
alrighty, however, as the lash of liquid strikes it, it rebounds a little bit and manages to catch you slightly in the leg, brushing against you and cutting
melee
into it
attack?
slightly.
Is this considered a weapon attack?
No, this is a feature.
Alright.
You take...
Wait, she's doing it twice?
No, that's not twice. It's because it's half, or it's half on a successful save. However, okay, so
No,
before,
so that'd be a natural 20. It's quartered.
yeah, I know it's quartered, and it's quartered again from that. But before reductions, it's 25 and 17.
So
Gives
what?
you an
I,
uncomfortable itch.
so what? I take 1/16 damage.
Of
Yes.
25 thunder and 17 slashing.
You take 2 damage. 1 for each damage time.
Wait, really?
Yup. Because it can't go lower than 1.
Oh my god.
I'm like, that is some easy math. 1 and 1.
Amy, how much is 1 + 1?
Show you.
1 1.
So thunder, okay.
Alright, so is that all for her turn, or?
Yeah, that it is. Or well, hold on. That was not a melee weapon attack. Yeah, she's just gonna back away over here, and that's
And
it.
she missed with the whip. It hit the ceiling, but it didn't do much damage. But whoever's inside noticed it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
do I get Or do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, you
Move
do.
away.
She moved away.
Yes, you do.
So yes, you do. And mobile does not apply here because that wasn't a weapon attack.
Yep. Like, since it wasn't a weapon attack, you didn't get the positives either.
I'm much further away as well, but before she does, do your opportunity. Be it spell or hitty.
Yeah. She's gonna get hit with a chill touch. Or at least I will attempt to hit her with the chill touch.
Okay. I believe that's
A spell attack.
from you, yeah. Roll your spell attack. What manner of what manner of foul spirits are you?
Just a 28 hit.
Yes, it does.
And let me just it doesn't include necrotic, I don't believe.
Nope.
Let's see. Chill touch is.
Necrotic.
Yep, necrotic damage.
Roll your necrotique.
Yes, it does. That's 3d8 because I am above level 11.
$13.
Yes.
You could technically
And-
overcharm it if you wanted.
Is it an evo? Is it just a leveled spell?
I'm pretty sure it's leveled spells.
Let's have a look.
And it's necromancy, so
Oh yeah, correct. You are correct.
Yeah, it's a necro thing.
yeah.
So
It's not
13.
evocation.
So 13.
Yeah, and she can regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay. So as
And
this
it links to the target.
force of necrotic energy rakes across her, she winces. She backs away from you.
How is she looking?
Go ahead and roll.
Good.
Roll insight.
That is... Wait, what's that roll? I mean,
Oh, that was me. You rolling for something else.
or you? Yeah. Fucking hell!
You're not entirely sure. She is pretty difficult to read beyond the fact that she seems to be glaring daggers at you. If looks could kill, you'd probably be dead twice now. She seems to be very angry. at
Roll
you.
wisdom.
That's a 40.
While you can't really read her, but you think about her actions and yours and how this fight's been going so far, you have a hunch that she was not expecting you to put up this much of a fight.
We are of the same seed. We are the champions of the same seed from the opposing pantheons. What less did you expect, Erdenasi?
She remains quiet for a moment as she looks you over. You certainly are something else, Dragonborn. But you will be quelled.
That's so.
Which way is the sun? It's sunny right now, right?
Let's see.
It's 6 p.m. about.
Like,
It would be behind you, actually.
Uh-huh.
okay. Fast takes to the air. For the full 90 feet. So that Bask is between the sun and the champion of Horizontas.
Okay.
That's dirty. But it works.
And after taking in the heat and the wind and the sun, Bosk's hands come together once more. His scales ooze a little bit of black ichor as necrotic energies damage his core. But lightning starts crackling at the head at his knuckles again. You know what's coming.
Alright.
E-bone lightning at
Okay.
9th level.
Okay.
And I'm using a point of inspiration to give her disadvantage at the dexterity check.
Okay.
Or save. I'm now 110 feet. Oh, actually, wait, I'm now 110 feet in the air.
Alrighty.
And the beam is coming like directly toward her.
Alrighty. So,
How far does that beam go?
150.
Rip Bass House. Oh well.
I really don't have a choice at this point.
True.
It's either this or I'm fucking dead. What do you want?
okay, so... roll your damage.
That would be, let's see, it's considered a 9th level spell, and I also take necrotic damage from Overchannel. So that's 2d. Wait. You take 2d12 necrotic damage for each level of the spell. So 2d12 times 7. Let's see.
Alrighty.
So Bosk takes 105 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Ow.
That hurts.
Mhm.
Alrighty. And you rolled...
the damage is... Let me check. I'm also using Empowered Evocation.
So that... Okay, so that's...
Throwing everything at it.
So that's 105 damage, you said, total?
Yeah, to me.
To you? Oh yeah, to you. Gotcha.
Yeah, because I'm using Overchannel for a second time.
Okay. Then what happens?
That's 10d... That's 10d... Oh no, that's 10 times 8 lightning damage, because...
80
9th level-
damage.
Yeah, 80 lightning damage upon a failed save. Save DC 23. At disadvantage deck save.
Alrighty. So, as illuminated...
I want to do this one.
Okay, I kind of had something planned here.
Okay, go on.
So, as you illuminated with the backdrop of the sun against the champion of the sky, air and wind, you bring forth your chaotic energy and invoke the lightning that you are so familiar with as it courses through, as if fueled by your scream, intensifying, shooting straight towards Aliyah at such speed that she does not even have the time to properly react. She begins to move away. Whatever devilry! Before it arcs around and manages and spears her straight through, almost impaling her. No. She begins to she drops to the ground, hitting her feet staggeringly. No. You vile fiend! You She tries to take a few steps towards you, raising her fist backward. You will not. As she drops to the ground.
Mosk. You hear cheering from all around you, all directions. You look down to see, like, a fourth of the town looking up at you and cheering. A lot of them haven't come outside to see what that was. What do you do?
Bosk slowly lowers himself about 10 feet. Or no. About 10 feet from where he is, so he's 100 feet above here.
Champion of Horizontas. I ask you here.
You begin to say that, however, you notice that her eyes are closed, and she's just prone on the ground.
You're pretty sure she's unconscious.
Can I make sure that she's unconscious?
Well, you don't know, she's pretty far away.
Well, I go down by like 80 feet. So
You hit her pretty fucking hard. Actually, now you think about it, she's probably dying. You hit her really hard.
It's time for the Musiks to leave, I believe.
Bosk lowers himself. And crackling and green energy begins to crackle at the end of Kataigida. Those who are adept at magic would recognize this as disintegrate.
Alright.
And Bosk kind of just stands there for a moment, observing her. Is she unconscious? To Bosk's knowledge.
She has
Very
not
unconscious.
moved a muscle as you approached.
In that case... Ugh. Fuck, I am out of breath. Anyone who is closest, Bosk yells. Or no. Looks around the cheering crowd and casts fuse joints on her.
Alright. Don't think as much. Actually, is that con save?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
she
not sure.
automatically fails since she's unconscious.
Technically, no, but she does fail
technically
anyway. You watch as her limbs are coated in magic and begins to deform right in front of you.
I have many questions for you. Lady Cinephon.
As Bosk drops to his knee,
With the
he's bleeding black ichor.
with the combats having ended, you realize you hear very, very far west of the city. You hear shouts. Sounds like there's quite a commotion going on there.
Bosk shifts his gaze as he moves the champion of Horizontas with him.
Just
And
grabbing her?
looks to the west, or looks westward.
Yeah.
can't roll perception.
I am at 28 spell points.
No. Alright.
20.
What do you think, Ben?
See, you hear a bunch of commotion, but you're not really sure what's going on over there. But then again, actually, wait, no. Roll that at disadvantage. Actually, wait, no. You wouldn't even hear that at all. There's way too much noise around you.
Okay, fair enough.
Scratch that. You didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I just remembered I forgot something.
Yeah, you've got a lot of cheering people walking up to you. And all around you, actually, because they see your staff. They know who you are.
Storm Herald. It's a Storm Herald. What's that fight? There's real something.
So what do you do with your person who's currently probably dying?
I would like to use a potion of healing on her.
Alright, roll that.
That is 2d4 plus 2, I believe.
Okay. Roll your thing.
Assuming any of them are fucking intact after that.
Decent.
She heals by 7 HP.
Okay. As you place a potion to her mouth, you watch as her eyes move open. She sees your. How are you holding it, by the way?
Like she's laying on the ground. Bosk is like 5 feet from her, just on his butt. Just completely exhausted, bleeding black.
Okay.
It was a long fight.
Let's go just to make sure.
Yeah,
I was forced to use overchannel. Fuck's sake.
See, she had rolled that at disadvantage because she couldn't see you because of the sun, and then you made her nat 1, so it's like...
Can just make sure.
It's been a nice fight!
Yeah, she took fucking double.
Okay, as she wakes up, the first thing she sees is you, and she at first jots it a bit, but looks down at herself. And then moves back up, and then her head turns back to you. You let me live. Why?
I have more than a few questions for you, Champion of Horizontas. All the joints of your limbs are currently under a immobilizing curse. And that curse will not be lifted until we have a nice long talk.
A talk of what design? If you are looking for me to sabotage my lady, you will have no such luck.
That is not my intention, Champion of Horizontas. I
Truly.
have learned a lot. Yes. I have learned a lot these past.
Know that no measure of torture will get your way.
I do not intend to torture you. Worry not. As I said, I simply want to talk. However, talking in a crowded street would not be the best solution.
And Bosk tries to lift himself, but yeah, he's just bleeding eager.
Strange. I had thought you a madman. Perhaps you are still. But very well. If I must.
I have a few friends that I want to introduce you to. But worry not. We will not stoop to as low a method as torture.
Is it
And
at this
Bach would-
moment?
Yeah.
Is at this moment that you watch as with almost sound like crackling of thunder, but not quite, that a being forms into place, floating over Alia. She fixes you with a gaze so livid that if looks could kill, you're certain you would have been dead 5 years ago. Her eyes shining brightly and intensely. If you could place the token. Or I can do it.
Which way? West or east?
I don't have this token.
Right, so I'ma do it here.
West or east?
Essentially just right above her, like south of you, essentially.
Okay.
I'll place her here for convenience.
Vosk
she's
is
on
gonna
the
need
edge
it.
up there.
Vosk is gonna need a fucking chillax moment after this shit. Who the fuck is that?
Alia looks up towards this form. My lady, it appears I have failed. I apologize. How
Vosk
can
attempts
this
to
be?
support himself. But he just falls.
You fall?
Yeah. Like he tries to turn. He's just fucking spent.
Yeah, I got your ass kicked.
You hear the voice of Xenophon. You have lost, Horizontas. You greatly underestimated me, for I am not the higher being you once knew. My time with mortals over these past 3 decades of the mortal calendar have greatly changed my perspective. Spare me your sentimental drivel. You thieves will get your due within the eons to come. And Alia simply looks between the two of you for a moment, looking towards Yumas with a curious look, as Horizontas then glares daggers at Xenophon, or rather the object that is currently housing her.
Actually, hold on a second.
Okay, I'm holding
Ball
up.
of light comes out of your staff, and Xenophon pops up right over there. She's gonna break the rules. Xenophon's gonna break the rules.
I know not what you are planning, but allow me to correct one misconception you may have. Spare my champion will earn you no favor with me. The slight against me runs deeper still, and my memory is very long. Alia! Alia then looks towards her as she continues. We are off. And they both disappear.
Wait.
Oops, don't erase all of that. Thank you. Cinnamon breathes out, sighing relief. And then,
Enough. Hold on.
okay, she's gonna, she is going to personally wave a hand over you and cast. That's gonna be yeah. Let's see, you're still hurt, I believe. Yeah, you're hurt.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of hurt.
Okay, and you heal for 32 points. Ajian turns towards the gathering crowd. Bear witness to the might of the Storm Herald and champion of the Skybreaker. Victory to the Sisters of Storm.
The crowd just roars and cheers and like clapping. Just everywhere. Just drowns out all sound. Like there has to be like 300 or 400 people around you.
Yeah.
Bosk stands up. Holding the Kataigida.
And then Xenophon's form fades back into light before drifting back into the scepter. Very slowly.
I thank
He
you,
thinks
Storm.
he's being a little flashy.
I thank you, Storm Herald. That
And
was
Bosk
remarkable.
just looks around and listens as Xenophon speaks and the roars of crowds around him. In just in a roar. One more joins. As Bosk lets out a roar of victory amidst the roaring crowds.
And the crowd, you didn't think they could, but they just cheer even louder at that. Before they
With the
start
set.
chanting Storm Herald over and over again.
After a moment, you hear Cinderfon's voice again. This victory is a great boon. It is unlikely that we will fair recompense from the champion of Horizontes for any time soon.
I believe so too, Lady Xenophon. Albeit, I do not know. How am I standing in the condition I am currently?
Did you hear that you healed?
I did.
Yeah, 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was strong.
We will speak soon. Now you must rest.
Were you not going to visit your own church, Lady
That's
Skybreaker?
Roll
that can-
perception.
Okay.
That's annoying.
Even with this looking over there, you see like pretty much everybody that was probably in the church is now outside of the church. And yeah, they're just half of them are just like in shock. That and then there's a bunch of the crowd too. Just a lot of them are just in shock that was a god.
2 gods.
That was not just any god. That was one of their gods.
That too.
Yeah. I
You
think
have-
he might not have made it to the church, but I think the church got the message nonetheless. At least that's what Bosk thinks.
Your supporters, Xenophon.
Lady, no. I'm not going to leave the.
Your supporters, Lady Xenophon.
Yes. As you said that,
Bosk turns to them.
another production of her body appears a little bit ways over there. She calls out to the people in the church. Well met. For your services to myself and my sister have not gone forgotten. I, especially, am ever grateful for your continued faith. And I hope that you will continue to serve me dutifully, to your heart's content. As the hand vanishes back into the Kadagigan.
Bask
Yes.
steadies himself. Puts a claw across his stomach. And gives a bow towards the Church of the Skybreaker and the Storm Queen. For one last time. Before straightening himself. And starts heading westward. And south. Toward the bubbling top. He
Alright.
has a nice, long talk to be had with a certain goddess.
Indeed.
Bosk. With pride in your step and your head held high, and a crowd lining either side of the street as you walk, that is where we will end this mini session.
Until next time, we'll pick up there when it is Thursday.